Gavin, welcome back to the Gavin and Nate podcast.
Gavin, welcome back. Yeah, welcome back,
All right.
Gavin.
Everybody out there, welcome back to the Gavin and Nate podcast.
Let's throw these in the back. The show where I throw trash bags and get them lost.
Yeah, and where we get fucking whipped by a hurricane. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, where a tornado is also driving us away from where we live.
Like, I hope that's not too bad.
I don't think it will be.
But,
I think it'll be nice ambience.
Gavin, what are we doing?
We're just going to be talking about a couple of things.
What are those things?
They're DC related. They're Detective Comic related.
Detective Comic?
Yeah.
The single. One of them.
Yeah. Well, are we only talking about one?
No, I mean the single Detective Comic issue.
Yeah.
It's only ever been released.
Yeah, they're an up-and-coming comic brand. I hope they can get off their feet.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It would be nice. But we're talking about The Batman.
The Batman?
That's what it's called, The Batman.
What about Peacemaker?
We're talking about Peacemaker as well.
Starring
a little bit later.
Jonathan Cena.
Jonathan Cena's in this one, and starring Robert Pattinson in The Batman.
Robert Battenbat.
Robert Pattinson is better, okay?
Battenbat.
What? No.
Yes.
No, I like Robert Pattinson better.
Gavin, do you understand the joke?
Yes, I know.
The joke is to put bat in their name.
Yeah, I know, but
you can.
But
like Ben Affleck, Batfleck, Robert, Battenbat.
Christian Bale, Christian Bat.
Yeah, I guess it works.
Holy fuck, Nate.
Okay, Gavin, I feel like we should start off with a thing that, like, I kind of remember, but kind of don't remember.
Peacemaker?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that.
Okay, so just jumping straight into it.
Let's just jump into it.
This is, I guess we'll do non-spoilers first for Peacemaker.
Yeah, which is basically just us telling you what our score is and what we thought.
Because there's some pretty big spoilers that happen.
Yeah, kind of.
And, like, I'm glad I didn't have them spoiled for me, but I watched the thing day one, so
yeah.
I don't know if you had them spoiler free.
No, I had spoiler free.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah.
Most of the things we talk about, I have spoiler free.
So spoiler free for now, we'll tell you. So
I almost got the Batman spoiled for me, but I'm glad I didn't. So
I'm not sure what there is to spoil.
What there is to spoiler? I don't know.
Anyways, Peacemaker. Gavin, I'll let you start off. What'd you think of the old Peacemaker?
The old Peacemaker, the old Jonathan Cena. Sorry, I was burping. Very interesting. It's a very interesting show.
Okay.
It's good. It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it's great, but I think it's a very good show, like a TV show.
Okay.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
So I think it's pretty good.
I think it's alright. It's pretty good.
I think it's pretty good.
I don't think it's great, again, but I think it's pretty good. Some of the things that happened were surprising, very surprising. The action, I will say, very good.
It is very good.
Very good action.
The style of it.
The style is very nice. Yeah, the music's great. The soundtrack's very good. The intro itself gives it a whole point.
It's the best intro I've seen in a long time for a show.
Gives it a whole other point. Like, I'm not even kidding with my rank, with what my score is. It gives a whole other point. The character.
Jesus Christ!
Holy mother Teresa.
A fucking Pacific Rim, dude.
Yeah, honestly. This might be World War III right now. Anyway, though. So, yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Characters were really good. They were very well written, especially Peacemaker. I really grew to really like this character, even though he's kind of a douchebag, but I think that's the point. It's a lovable type of douchebag.
Yeah, he's like an anti-hero. Like,
he's a lovable...
He wants to do the right thing, but he does it in the wrong way.
Yeah, he's a lovable douchebag.
Yeah.
And you know what? The great part about him is he's trying. And that's literally all that matters. It's all, you could try. In these trying times in 2022... just try to be better, and you know what? He did all right. He did pretty okay. And I'd give this show a solid 7.5 John DiMaggio's.
Okay. I really enjoyed this. I think it has... It has no right to really exist.
No, not really.
Because, like, Peacemaker is just a nothing character in the comics. Like, he hardly has any appearances.
Yes.
Like, DC bought him from Charleston Comics back in, like, the 80s or something. He was just a big, like... They wanted other characters when they bought it, I think. And he was just one of them. And then, like, he's just been kind of, like, in the background in events and stuff. Like, he's in Doomsday Clock and stuff like that. And, like, I think he's appeared and some other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he has no right to have the first DC cinematic show and it being actually good.
Yeah, it's really good.
So, like, it's really weird. And, like, James Gunn, I like how he can take these, like, obscure characters that nobody knows, and, like, it's a wonder he knows who they are,
Yeah.
and he can make them likable, and, like, they have, like, feelings and emotions you care for. And I think it's incredible, and it's... Maybe it shouldn't be, because, like, if you're a good writer, you should be able to come up with characters that don't exist and make them likable.
Yeah.
But he basically did that with this, and I think it's
Yeah. Oh yeah.
it's great. And like John Cena's really funny.
He's really
I think
good. He's really good. He's not
a good
only,
actor.
He's not only funny. He's like really like he's an emotional character.
Yeah, he's actually a good actor. Like you forget he's John Cena. Like when I'm watching like The Rock, for example.
Oh, that's a Rock. You know.
Yeah,
what I
you
mean?
see The Rock, and like that's kind of why I'm worried about Black Adam.
Yeah,
but
I
like
get that.
But like with this, it's like I forget he's John Cena. It's like that's Peacemaker.
Yeah, he's a really good. He's very versatile. I gotta give it to the guy.
Yeah, and it's
He could like 1 second be jamming out some rock music, next crying his eyes out.
yeah, it's really good. He's really good, and it's a shame like the MCU they kept on turning him down for roles.
Yeah, which is so weird. He's jacked.
Yeah, like he could be a superhero, obviously with Peacemaker. So like
and he could be a good superhero.
yeah,
with
so it's a shame that he never got into Marvel, but we got Peacemaker, so that's
we
cool.
we also got the Suicide Squad, and he was really good in that too.
Yeah, you guys know our
He was
thoughts.
even better in this show than I thought he was in the movie.
Yeah, because he got a lot more time to
Yeah,
be fleshed out, and it's they do like callbacks to like what he said a lot, and like it's really interesting how he was just kind of like peacocking, and I guess that's kind of getting into more spoilers, but it's
We're not gonna talk about it yet.
yeah. I think I'm sitting on a 7. Even though I really liked it, but I feel like no, maybe it's a 7.5. I'll give it a 7.5.
I think a 7.5.
I think
is
that's
pretty
fair.
That's
It's
a good rating. That's a good rating.
I think a big part of me is like I really enjoyed it, but it took a bit of time to get there.
That's true.
Like to me, I feel like it doesn't pick up until episode 3.
I think like halfway through episode 2 it picks up.
Maybe. I feel like Vigilante is a really good character. He's really funny.
Yeah, he gets introduced in the third episode.
Is it 3rd? I thought it was 2nd.
No, I think it's third episode. Like the beginning of the third episode, I thought.
Maybe he's like Vigilante himself, not Adrian, like his like actual person.
Yeah.
And
He's in like the first episode.
it's like it's also like it doesn't even really pick up until 4. It's like it takes some time getting there, but once you actually know these characters,
when you get into the meat of the show, it's good.
Yeah, like once you figure out where we're going, what the goal is here, and like all the players are set up, it's really fun. But it takes a little time to get there, and maybe we could have gotten there a little quicker.
Yeah, sure. That's fair.
But I think overall it's a 7.5, and I would highly recommend it to anybody that just like superhero shows that are fun and a little wacky, a little gory.
Yeah. If you're into stupid,
Yeah, it's really stupid.
It's fucking stupid. Like right off the bat, it's stupid. I'll get into that.
Yeah. I think some of the humor falls flat too.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of the humor I will say is like a lot of banter. And like
It's-
banter is good, but when you do it a lot, it can get old.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of the humor is based off of. And a lot of the banters are funny as shit.
It's a lot of banter. It's a lot of being edgy. When maybe it's like it feels like too on your nose edgy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like the first scene is actually I think awful. Like it's an awful kind of out of the gate thing. Like it's so.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think I fucking love it, but
Well, like it just feels like. I mean, it's the first scene. I'll spoil. I don't care. It's like he's waking up from his time where he was in the Suicide Squad and he got shot.
he got
by
6
Idris Elba.
months. It was like 6 months.
Yes, something like that. And he wakes up and he talks to this janitor, and like it's like every third word they're saying fuck or fucking or motherfucker or something like that. And it's it feels like a 6-year-old who learned like their new swear word of the day,
Right.
and that bugs me.
Yeah.
And it just really took me out of it, and it gave me a bad just like start to the show.
Yeah, you were telling
And
me about that.
There's moments of that throughout the show too, and it's kind of a bummer because like James Gunn is smarter than that to rely on just he's swearing a lot. That's funny.
Well, like, I mean, a lot of the banters are good, but like some of them do fall flat, and I think that's it's fine. Not all your jokes are gonna land, but that does it kind of like get a little more versatile humor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and like when they do get into like some of the more funnier parts of like fucking, I'll say it, Peacemaker not understanding one of the a lot of his co-workers / partners. You know, she's gay and in a gay relationship. It's funny when he's like confused about that. That's funny because like he's again still learning, and like we're assuming he's on the right. I don't know. It's kind of based on his dad. That's what I kind of got from it.
Well, he's not really with his dad. I guess let's get into spoilers.
Yeah, fuck it. 7.5 for both of us.
Yeah. So spoilers.
Spoiler
for
time.
Season 1. Season 2 is confirmed to be in development.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
this is spoiler claps.
So his dad, really, I like a good easy guy to hate, like for a villain, like straight out when you meet him.
Oh, you hate him.
Straight asshole.
You fucking hate him.
Like even when
his hair is like his hair. I already hate it.
Goofy.
His name
is Augie.
Yeah, his hair looks like The Weeknd circa 2015, dude.
Worse.
Yeah, worse than that.
And like, you hate him not even just because he's racist, because you don't find out until a little bit later.
Yeah.
Like I guess like halfway through the table conversation, but like he just resonates, just asshole dad energy.
Oh yeah, he's not acknowledging John Cena, who's really trying to like be like, you notice me, Poppy, like kind of fucking like that shit.
Yeah, it's stuff like that actually like makes you kind of feel really bad for Peacemaker because it's like,
yeah, because like
any kind of asshole part of Peacemaker that he doesn't understand or he doesn't mean,
it comes from Angus,
this racist.
His name Angus?
Augie.
I'm calling him Angus.
No, I like Augie because it.
Let's call him asshole. How about that?
Asshole.
Because he's an asshole.
Yeah, he is.
And he deserves everything they got to him.
Yeah, so like, I think this. You don't watch MCU shows, but I think this handled like a lot of stuff that normally happens to a superhero show, and they didn't rush it like most do in like these short like 6 to 8 kind of episode structures.
Yeah.
And I think the reason for that is they didn't try and do 2 villains in the final episode.
No, yeah.
Like they end the dad stuff in episode 7, and it feels complete.
Yeah, it feels.
And then it continues on in kind of a supernatural way with him like being in his helmet.
His
and
like
stuff,
thoughts and helmet.
Which
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in the Suicide Squad thing, where like in the comics, I think the people he kills, their souls are kind of stored in his helmet.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
It's really weird. You should look it up. And like his dad was a part of like, I think he was like part of a Nazi research group or something. I can't remember. It's been.
He was terrible.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird to say, but his costume looked kind of cool.
The dad's.
Yeah.
It was kind of. I thought it was a little tacky.
Well, I like costumes like that. I like James Gunn, like when he rips something off the page.
Like, you know, like Peacemaker is like almost like how he looks.
Yeah, I think that.
But I think that costume translates better into movie than the White Dragon did, which is his dad, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also, if you think it looks dumb,
that's
then
kind
you can still hate on still.
And then maybe it's the point too.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I don't know.
I think it still looks kind of cool, but obviously I don't like his ideology, and he's a terrible person.
He's a terrible person.
Yeah, terrible.
Terrible, racist. I mean, you think it, he's probably that.
Yeah, he's a conspiracy theorist. They briefly talk about like deep state stuff and stuff like that.
They reference Fox News, or like they make fun of Fox. Yeah, there's like a news station that's very Fox News in this house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you know you already hate him, and that's kind of the point.
Yeah, and then he gets killed by Peacemaker.
Yeah,
which is pretty good.
It's really good. Emily, who is my girlfriend, my wonderful girlfriend, was she wasn't really watching it, but she did watch like that whole action scene and then the sequence where he died. She was like, yeah, you fucking kill him.
Nice. Emily's on our side.
Yeah, dude.
That's good.
Well, yeah, obviously.
She's a keeper.
She don't need to tell me. All right, but let's get into the nitty gritty. Why is Peacemaker alive? How is he alive after?
He's just alive. They never explained it.
Yeah, they're just like, wow, you're lucky.
Wow, you went through surgery and 6 months of recovery. Okay. It's whatever.
It's fucking hilarious to me because it's like, wow, that's fucking stupid. But like, that's the point, I think.
I think the nitty gritty is what's the meat and potatoes of the show? What's the goal here? What's happening?
The goal is to there's a couple of goals, but the main one is there's an alien. There's like aliens that come down from space. Obviously, that's what an alien is.
Yeah.
And what they are, they look like I would say like
Butterflies.
They're called butterflies, but I think they're look more like dragonflies. Personally,
No, I think they look like butterflies.
Oh, well, whatever. So basically what they do is they go in your mouth, they kill you,
Yeah.
and they take control of your big brain, and you turn into a butterfly. Basically, they take over your brain. They control you basically, and you're dead, which is weird and fucked up.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
It's kind of fucked up.
Cause like, I know, like by the time I realized that it wasn't just taking you over, it was taking you over and killing you.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh,
You die first,
fuck.
then they take you over. It's crazy.
Yeah, if you they do the extra X-ray vision thing, it looks like they just like tear out your brain. Like, completely, and just like that's where all that blood is and like. Shit.
Yeah, it looks fucking weird.
It's awful because like some good people get killed.
Yeah, that's true. I love when what's his name, the bearded guy in the team, Economos. Yeah, I love that when he did a presentation of them, it showed him them going into butt.
Oh
in the
yeah,
mouth.
because it was like any orifice, and it's like,
Yeah.
Imagine it probably could.
It probably could, but yeah, they're Peacemaker and a team that's been assembled by. Is it fucking what's her nuts?
Amanda Waller.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of.
It's like a B team, kind of.
It's a B team, but they're the most important team on the earth right now.
Yeah.
And they're this ragtag,
Yeah.
just motley crew.
Yeah. And it's a good team. Everyone has their own little quirks. I think I like all the characters in their own right. Actually,
I don't like the black girl.
You don't?
I don't believe her acting for a second. I actually forgot to mention, I don't know. She just feels so out of place to me.
Well, that's kind of the point.
There's some just in the show in general, like not even just like in her situation. Just I don't know. It felt like she belonged in a different show.
I thought she was great. She was great. I think my least favorite would have to be the
I thought the subplot with her didn't go anywhere, and it was kind of just whatever.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Like with her girlfriend.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like they should have maybe explored
love
that more.
is cool and all, but I don't know. Economos didn't get that. Hardcore didn't really get that. So why do we?
Hardcore, that's her name. I didn't really like her.
I thought she was okay.
I thought she was kind of bland. She's like, "Oh, I'm the fight type. I show emotions."
I thought that at first, but then I like that she kind of developed. But I do think her and Peacemaker, like maybe getting together towards the end,
it was a
little rushed.
Yeah, it was not needed. Yeah, like episode 1, he's like trying to hit on her, and she's like,
"Hey, I've been in prison for 3 years. You want to fuck?"
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't.
Yeah, basically, and like he won't get it, and like that's fine.
Then he turns around and this girl is like, "Hey, you want to fuck?"
They fuck, dude.
Yeah.
We saw a little bit of that John Cena cock. Yeah, dude, he's packing.
He's packing.
He's fucking packing. And that's where we find out about the butterflies, because it turns out he fucked a butterfly.
Yeah.
Like, he straight up fucked an
And actually,
alien.
if we're going by it, they never mentioned this. But if they kill the person and they just take them over, isn't that kind of like a dead body?
Yes. Oh, fuck.
That's fucked up, if you think about it.
Oh, man.
I'm surprised they never brought that up, so maybe...
John Cena's into dead bods.
Well, he didn't know.
Yeah,
but...
right, yeah. But, yeah, it's kind of true.
Not the dead dussy.
Dead dussy, dude. Dead dussy, dude. Yeah, that's how we find out. The girl he effed the fuck out of.
She beat his ass.
She beat the fuck out of this big man.
Because they're like superhuman when they're like inside.
Yeah, they're like super strength. It's like 10 times the strength of a gorilla. I think they was talking. They said.
Oh, there's the fucking thing I forgot. They fight a gorilla.
They fight a straight up gorilla in like episode 6 or 7.
And then Economos, you think it's gonna be Vigilante to do it,
no,
but
dude.
Economos,
the badass of this whole show.
He puts a fucking chainsaw through him, dude. It's nuts.
Yeah, because they tease like Vigilante wants to kill with a chainsaw in that episode, and then he's like, "What the fuck, dude?"
I like Vigilante's character a lot because he's like a big just simp for Peacemaker.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. Well, he wants to be best friends,
Well, yeah, but then like he seems like actually in love with him.
True.
At points, like he's like really attached.
Dude, they both fuck a bitch, dude. They have a gnarly threesome.
That was never really addressed. It just kind of happened.
I think it was funny though.
It was funny because he kept the mask on.
Yeah, I know.
Because before that,
because he was all about, I've got to keep my identity a secret.
And then like next episode, everybody like knows.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, sup, dude, you're Vigilante. And he's like, no!
Like, your voice sounds the same. He's like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, I know. He's great. Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. That guy sounds really cool, though.
Yeah, that's what he said. But like he's a good character. He's really funny. He's like Peacemaker, except Peacemaker tries to become better, whereas Vigilante just like he's very like, I know.
He's very simple.
Yeah, very simple, but
he's
like
very
it
simple
works.
in his code, and I love the prison scene with him.
Oh yeah,
where he's like, he goes up to the white supremacist. He's like, why don't we all go around the table and say our favorite thing that
black
people have contributed to our society. I'll go first.
Yeah, I know.
And he talks
about it.
I guess rock and roll came from jazz, which I didn't know.
Yeah, he did.
And he's like, oh yeah, and if that didn't, if they never did that, and they never like developed jazz, then your rock and roll would just sound like the wet sounds of you fucking your sister. And I'm like, oh my god, that's great.
It's good. It's good.
I love that. And he's like, you want to say that again? And he's like, and he started wailing on him. I was a little scared because he didn't really do much.
I thought he was gonna die.
Yeah, because they didn't do an action scene before that.
They teased him dying a lot though.
Yeah, apparently in the comics he's got this like weird supernatural like healing ability. It's not like Deadpool or anything. Yeah. But like he just heals like quicker.
Oh, okay.
For some reason.
All right, I guess. Do they really address that in the show though?
No, not at all.
They
not
should.
that I caught.
Oh, they should have. They could have done something interesting with that. I think.
Maybe next time.
But this ragtag group of people are trying to kill aliens. And when we get to the part where they're about to kill an alien, they notice these aliens are feeding off of like, it looks like honey. Is what I said.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's honey. No, it's milk. It's milk from this giant fucking worm.
It's like a caterpillar larva.
He looks fucking disgusting.
Yeah, he's really gross.
Whatever it is, it's fucking gross.
He's like the Thing from Monsters vs. Aliens.
Oh my god, you're so fucking right.
He's like the moth larva from Monsters vs. Aliens.
Except the moth one is cute. This one's not cute at all.
Yeah.
Big fucking tits.
Yeah.
Mommy Milkies.
The final like action stuff was really good.
Oh yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm. Everyone got their time to shine too.
And it was scary. I was actually like scared for all the characters because like,
they all teased him dying.
Because like fucking Harcourt goes down and then Vigilante just gets shot in like his side and he's like, oh, that's not good. And he gets a nice hit.
Yeah.
He like does like throws it over
his
his shoulder.
Yeah, he gets shot, but like he throws it over his shoulder and nails this guy right in the face.
And he just falls over and you're like, oh shit. And like the music is getting like all messed up.
Yeah, it gets slowed down.
And it's like, no, are people actually dying here?
Yeah, then I forgot most of their names.
Economos like breaks his ankle, which was really funny.
That was really the black girl. God bless her. I can't remember her name. She's like, I'm going in to fight. She's like, what are you doing? Adebayo, you're totally right. Who's by the way Amanda Waller's daughter?
Yeah,
which we can get into later.
I thought that was gonna be a lot bigger of a detail, but Harcourt knew.
Yes,
because she just deduced it, and then like, I think Myrn maybe knew. I can't remember. It was
black
like
guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't say anything about Myrn.
I want to get into him later because he's very interesting. I think.
I don't know. I felt like the Amanda Waller like daughter thing. It didn't really. It didn't go anywhere that I thought.
They would tease it a couple times,
but it didn't really amount to. But anything.
It didn't really. Yeah, I wish they did like a little more with it. They did some. Just a little more wouldn't have been bad. But yeah, she goes into battle like, I'm gonna fight him, and he fucking destroys his ankle.
Yeah,
I was like, holy shit. Oh god, when she gets the helmet on to the Comic-Con, I forgot what it's called.
I thought she was gonna.
I thought she was actually gonna die too, especially the first time. Yeah, where she fucking yeets herself into like fucking rocks.
Well, because he says like, oh yeah, you can activate it if you want to break every bone in your body. Yeah. And then she does it twice.
Yeah, and the second time is crazy because she's the reason this worm thing dies. Because, well, Peacemaker's like, activate whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and she's like, wait.
Yeah, and she fucking rockets right into this fucking stomach of this dude.
It's kind of similar to Harley Quinn, how she went through the Starro.
Oh, you're totally right, yeah.
James Gunn has a thing about just piercing.
I mean, it's funny.
Big alien.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it was really funny.
How she was like, no! And then fucking zoomed right in. And, yeah. Anyway, back to the, what's his name? Myrn. I think he's the best character in this whole bunch.
Is he?
I think so.
I thought he was okay.
Well, I think Peacemaker is, but in the team, I feel like he is the best.
I think the tease of him being a bad butterfly,
because they did that in episode 4. They teased because he's a butterfly from the start, apparently. which makes sense because that's why he knows all about them.
Yeah, and
You
the
know what I mean?
reason he took over this body is because I guess
He was a bad dude.
the real guy was like really bad.
Yeah.
And he tries to play it off as like when they don't know he's a butterfly. He's like, oh yeah, I changed my ways and all that.
Yeah.
But then he justifies killing him because he wouldn't have done anything good with his life anyways. Like that's fine, but I feel like the character was just I don't know. There wasn't much to him to me.
I liked him. He was like they teased him being a bad butterfly, but then Adebayo finds out he is a butterfly and he attacks her. And then episode 5 they're like, "Oh yeah,
He
by the
doesn't
way,
really attack her. It looks like it. It's supposed to look like it,
Yeah,
but
I guess so.
really she goes out the door and she falls down the curb.
True. And then like Harthorn or whatever. Harcourt, what the fuck ever. Finds out and like she already knew.
Yeah.
And like even
Yeah, she's like, no shit.
like everyone knew basically in the team.
Yeah.
Except for Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Does he ever find out? I don't think he does.
I don't know.
I can't remember. I don't think he ever finds out, but like everyone know he suspects it in like episode 6, where he's like, "What the fuck is going on?" And everyone's just like playing it off like, "Oh, what the fuck ever."
Yeah.
It's just fucking. And they treat him like
They treat him awfully.
Yeah, kind of awful.
Like he's supposed to be like the guy in the field, but they give him like as little information as possible.
Which
I sort of get because he's a prisoner.
And
like
also
but
he's
if you're
like-
gonna be in the field, you need information.
Yeah.
You need to know what's going on.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know.
Yeah, they could. I think they could have like maybe treated him a little better. Although it's kind of funny with the interactions.
Yeah.
You know, he calls what's his nuts, the bearded guy,
Diebeard.
which is really funny.
That's a really good scene in the finale where
Yeah.
he's like, oh yeah.
No one ever where he's like, no one ever noticed that I would dye, wouldn't dye my beard.
Yeah, that was actually really
And
good.
like he was like, oh, they actually noticed, and he like, it's like a little sweet thing.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, it's really nice actually. He's a really nice character too.
Yeah, and
He's
so
he's funny and he's like, he got a little sweet side to him. He's also kind of badass. Like he kills a fucking gorilla
because of gorilla
with a chainsaw.
he runs over Judo Master.
Yeah, he gets
Which
Judo
he-
Master.
He's not.
I wish they
much
did
in the
more with Judo
show.
Master
yeah,
too. Kind
He's
of.
such a weird anomaly in the show because he's there, but he doesn't do much.
He's like the bodyguard of the first people that they kill because they had
Yeah.
to kill. I forgot who it was, like president, senator, and his family because they're all butterflies. They find out
Oh yeah, so I guess it's implied towards the end, or like almost at the very end, that Judo Master
lonely.
was told that like the species was gonna die, and like kind of what Detective Song told him, like told Peacemaker, and Peacemaker didn't care. He's like, nah, fuck off.
Also, that actor is tiny.
Oh yeah,
Like holy shit! Like I didn't notice that.
yeah. I like the gag of him eating Cheetos.
Yeah, it's really funny.
They could flick them and hit Peacemaker. And
Oh god, dude,
fucking
that's
eye.
gotta hurt.
Yeah,
Think
bro.
about it. It's flaming hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
So like it's going right in your eye. That's gotta fucking hurt.
He's like, can I have some? And he's like, yeah.
He fucks him up, dude. Judo Master's really good though. The action while we're on this topic, very good.
Yeah, it is very
Like
good.
extremely good. Like you said, the last episode's got great action. Even the action scene with Peacemaker and the girl he effed. It was really good. That was one of the better.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was one of the better ones.
Yeah,
in
that
the
was
whole-
really good.
in the whole show, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And like, it's really good action. Also, Peacemaker. We can get into him too.
Peacemaker, he's got a lot more stuff going on than you would immediately think.
Yeah, you would think he was just a dumbass, like a big old dumbass who
Yeah.
just wants to kill. But like, he really doesn't want to kill.
Yeah, he's got
Ever since, because when he killed
he accidentally killed his brother in like a sparring match.
See, I
in
wasn't.
like a what?
See, I wasn't even talking about that. But like, that's kind of one of the big things.
Oh, from what? What are you talking
When
about?
Rick Flag died,
Oh yeah, well I feel like that wasn't as big as it should have been. Like it was brought up a couple
they
times.
tried. I thought they treated it pretty big.
He cried about it once, I remember, and it might have been something else.
But yeah, like you were saying, he kills his brother.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
I shouldn't say that. His dad kills his brother because like
It's his fault.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he killed him, but it's his fault. It's 100% his fault because you don't make fucking preteens.
I'm assuming it's 8
Like,
to 8 and 10.
You don't make kids spar in a trailer park.
Yeah, there's like it's like a fucking Fight Club.
Yeah, it's
Like-
it's awful. And like, it's awful.
That
Like,
scene is awful. It's like great, but like it's awful.
and it's good character development for fictional characters.
And he tells it,
but, like,
"Oh, you killed him, you bastard!" And it's like that's terrible because like he killed him. He's the reason that all happened. His dad.
yeah.
That's why I think he's the one that killed him because if he was like, "Oh, guys, spar," he wouldn't have died. But like, of course, he's gonna blame fucking Peacemaker because he was the one doing it. But like, his dad's the reason he was doing it. You know what I mean? Which was the cow that broke the straw.
Yeah, it's the cow that broke the straw.
Is that what it is? Is that
it
what
is
it is?
now?
Whatever. What the fuck is it? Wait.
The straw that broke the camel's back.
God damn it. What the fuck ever, dude.
So
that basically was what ping-ponged Peacemaker's dad hating him, even though he kind of already wasn't fond of him. That's the reason because he's like, "Oh, you killed him," even though I don't think he did. It's not his fault.
Yeah, he didn't kill him.
Not his fault at all.
It's 100% his dad's fault.
And his dad, victim blaming and all that. Terrible person.
And
we gotta talk about it. Terrible person.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
Awful person. One of the most awful people on television.
Oh,
I've seen
dude, straight the fuck up, dude.
Because they really drive it home. Like when he gets sent to prison, and he like makes fun of like Detective Song.
Oh my god, dude!
That was
the things he was telling her. Oh god, she's Asian, by the way. And God, he just goes in, and it's terrible. Yeah. He's like, "I love your people's rice," or some shit, or noodles. He says that.
He makes like ching chong jokes.
Oh God, yeah. Let me put this into words you can understand. It says ching chong. It's holy fuck, dude.
He talks. He at the dinner table when he first comes home, Peacemaker.
Mm-hmm.
Like his dad is like, "Oh yeah, I wish you would kill
Yeah,
I don't want to say it, but he uses a lot of like racial slurs.
He says thug. I'll say it. He says thugs. It's one of the things he says in black people straight up like that. Before he prioritizes just bad.
Yeah, that's when I was like, oh yeah, this is not good.
Yeah, you're like, ooh. You know what I mean? It's like, yeesh. Like this dude's terrible. But like that's kind of the point, and they do a really good job at that.
Yeah. And then they kill him.
Yeah, they kill him. It's satisfying. It's really good. Yeah.
But then they're gonna continue it with him being like a supernatural like thing in his head, and that could be
something interesting. Yeah. So he'll always be following him. That's what's gonna be interesting.
So Gavin.
7.5.
You said.
7.5. Yeah, I stand by that.
Now this is extra spoilers.
Okay.
If you've listened to this point and you don't want really big spoilers, we didn't talk about something.
Here's the extra spoiler claps. All right.
So, Gavin, what did you think of Aquaman, The Flash, and the rest of the Justice League showing up?
That was awesome.
That was fucking crazy.
Fucking awesome. And Jason Momoa and I forgot who plays the Flash.
Fuck, I forget his name.
I don't know. You watched you like the Flash?
He plays him in Justice League. I can't remember.
Okay, whatever.
Ezra Miller.
Yeah, they're actually in the movie.
Yeah,
they couldn't get Superman or Wonder Woman.
Well, it's crazy because if like they're like, oh yeah, why don't you get the Justice League? And like, oh, they can't get in here in time. And then the battle is finished. He's carrying Harcourt.
Everyone's like limping.
Yeah, they're leaving.
And then they show up.
And you see the rest of them standing there. Flash comes in.
Yeah.
He's like, thanks for showing up, you fucking assholes.
Yeah, it was
How about you go fuck another fish?
Yeah, which has been a joke throughout the whole show.
Yeah.
Where Peacemaker is like saying, oh, dude, Aquaman totally fucks fish.
Or Green Arrow is a brony.
Yeah, which is really funny.
Oh, no, I think one is like Superman likes... Oh, it's like where you shit on somebody's stomach or something.
Yeah.
It's like really gross stuff.
It's really... Well, being a brony, that's not gross, but,
I think it's pretty gross. Trying to fuck a horse.
That's true.
A cartoon
See,
horse.
I thought bronies were just like dudes that are fans.
No, they're people that are like sexually aroused by like My Little Pony.
Okay.
But anyway, so he's like, go fuck another fish, and like you're thinking, oh, these guys are all black faced, just whatever.
But no, fucking Jason Momoa.
But then it cuts to Jason Momoa, and he's like, I fucking hate that rumor.
Yeah, and then the Flash like, it's a rumor.
Fuck you, Barry.
Yeah, it's really funny. It's one of the funniest parts of the whole show.
Yeah, that was a nice surprise. I didn't
expect to see Jason Momoa, dude.
And you get Ezra Miller. It's a shame we didn't get Henry as
it's fine.
Superman.
We didn't get Batman either, or Cyborg.
Batman just wasn't there, which it makes sense.
Cyborg wasn't either.
Yeah.
Because I heard like after the Batman, he's like not gonna be a part of Justice League or some shit like that.
Yeah, James Gunn had all of them there, but they were CGI'd out because DC.
Well, no, I actually think they were extras, just with shading on it.
Well, no, I mean like they had everybody there with like stadiums and everything, like Cyborg, Batman. They had everybody.
Oh,
but then like James Gunn, he gave the script to DC with it, and they approved it. I guess they didn't realize that he would actually do it, and then he showed him the scene, and they asked him to like take these guys out for some reasons that he can't say, and he's not even sure about.
Okay.
And there's pictures of, I think, a Batman stand-in and a
Cyborg.
I don't think there's a Cyborg one, but like it's kind of interesting. Like they must have a plan somehow because Batman wasn't there.
Cyborg too. That's weird. That's interesting.
Yeah, but even Batman just not being there makes sense because like they had to be there really quickly. Batman, it's kind of hard for Batman to get around.
Yeah, dude.
So
he lives in like
Superman and Flash are really fast.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Aquaman can swim in the ocean really fast.
Sure.
I think Wonder Woman's pretty fast.
I think she can fly.
But Batman's a dude.
Yeah, like Batman's just a guy with a grappling hook.
Like he's a really cool guy.
He's really cool and badass, but like, and you know what, Nate?
Yeah.
That's a great transition into what we're gonna talk about next.
What are we walking about?
What are we walking about?
What are we walking about?
We're walking about the Batman.
The Batman.
The Batman.
Matt Reeves, 2022.
With Robert Pattinson.
Robert Bat.
Whatever. Whatever.
Gavin. All right, this is a movie.
This is a movie. This is not a show. This is a movie. Oh, by the way, Peacemaker's great.
Gavin.
It's a movie.
I don't mean to catch you off guard, but I do.
Okay.
What was the story?
Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. Oh God, I gotta.
Without spoilers.
Oh, fuck you.
Because we gotta do non-spoilers.
I know. We're doing non-spoilers, by the way. Fuck. Basically, there's like a little. It's a murder mystery, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of like a murder mystery. The Riddler. That's a big spoiler there. Mm-hmm. He's a villain. He's the main villain. Kooky Crazy the Riddler.
Kooky Crazy, Goofy, Silly Moose.
Basically, is targeting certain political people for a certain reason.
Mm-hmm.
And
Batman's got to figure
it out. And Batman's got to... Yeah, basically that's it. Batman's got to figure it out.
Gordon's there.
Gordon is there.
Catwoman's there.
Batwoman's there.
Batwoman's not there.
I know. The Penguin is there.
The Penguin.
The Pinguini.
The Penguini.
Carmen Falcone is there.
The Falcon's there.
Falcon.
Actually, it's called the Roman. That's his nickname.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I learned that.
I think his name's badass. Carmen Falcone, dude.
Carmine Falcone.
That's badass.
It is pretty good.
He's a terrible dude, but badass.
So, yeah, but
the gang is all there, and they have to figure it out. Alfred's there. Gang's all there. They have to figure it out.
Yeah, Alfred's there, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. You might have forgotten it, but...
What'd you think of it?
Well, my initial thoughts... Great.
It's great.
I freaking liked it. I loved it. In fact, it was great. We haven't had a Batman film in
10 years.
Okay, we're not. Lego. Don't put some disrespect on the Lego the Batman movie, bro.
Yeah.
Not 10 years, maybe 5 years.
For 10 years.
Lego Batman.
For 10 years.
The movie. That was a good movie, man.
Yeah, but it was.
It was the Batman movie.
It's been 10 years.
Whatever, man. You're just hating. But, yeah, it's been a while, and this was a great return with Robert Pattinson.
Robert Bat.
Who is a great actor. Doing great.
Yeah, I love
great
actor.
Great, not only a great Bruce Wayne, but a really good Batman, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you wouldn't think that Edward from Twilight would be a really good fucking Batman, but he's badass.
I think it's gonna be fun. I feel like that's gonna be a common thing people are gonna say is like, you wouldn't believe the guy from Twilight is
I know.
badass.
But we said it first, so I think
it's gonna come out probably a couple weeks.
Okay, well, let's just fucking have this, all right?
He's great though.
He's great.
He's very intimidating.
He's a very deep and complex character.
He's got a great voice.
Oh yeah.
Like he's not.
Vengeance. Rachel.
Swear to me.
Yeah, he's not Christian Bale's deep voice.
He's got a deep voice, but he's not raspy. He's not cancerous.
No, he's not trying anything. He kind of tries to be a little more gruffle when he's Batman, but it's not like out there. You know what I mean? It's not like that obvious.
Yeah.
You know, he's great. He's great Batman. The Riddler is oh God, I love Jim Carrey's performance as the Riddler. This is stomps it like out of the blue. What?
It's very different.
It's
right,
completely different.
and
I guess that does just make it distinct, and that you can't really compare it because
yeah.
Jim Carrey went for more like a comedian type of Riddler. While this Riddler is a fucking crazy psychopath.
He's a serial killer.
He's a straight up serial killer.
Yeah.
And he's really cool though. I really like what they did to him. He's like he was in the comics. Like he's a lot more sadistic and shit. Very clever too. The riddles are very clever. We can talk about them when we get there, but those were clever.
I don't remember hardly any of them.
Awesome. Well, we'll get to that. But they were great. Almost all the characters were great. I wish Alfred did a little more.
Yeah, I think
they didn't capitalize on the fact that he was basically Batman's assistant.
Yeah,
he helped him with the deciphering.
Well, like that's what he was here, but like usually Alfred's more of a father figure to Bruce.
Yeah, which they kind of teased the fact, "Oh, you're not my dad." Which is
You're not my dad.
Which is what Robert Emo Pattinson says. Yeah. And like, you know, he's
we got emo Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, he's emo as
boy.
fuck in this.
He's that's a spoiler, slight spoilers. He's canonically he listens to Nirvana.
Yeah, it's a big spoiler.
So
big spoiler.
So there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
That's your new Batman.
He loves
Whether you
Nirvana.
like it or not, that's what it is.
I love it though.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
I think it works. And I think Alfred out of the supporting cast gets the least amount of stuff to do, unfortunately, because I really like Alfred. I was really interested to see where they were going with this kind of, I guess, a little younger than Michael Caine or
he was
versions. But they didn't do too much.
Michael Caine is like a rock, like an ancient fucking rock in the Batman. While this version of Alfred is I would say 60s maybe.
He's mid 50s. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. You know, he's a little wise. You know.
Yeah, he's like a.
He's not philosophical like Michael Caine.
Yeah.
He's just kind of straight to the point and gives
Michael
Caine. But yeah, Alfred's great. Although I wish he was just in it more, and that's one of the bigger things I have to say.
Yeah. I
also think Riddler could have been used a little more, have him more talking rather than when he talks at the end, which we'll get to with Batman, and that's great. But that made me want to have him talk more.
Yeah,
interact with Batman a little more, maybe.
I see what you mean, because one of my the thing that sticks out to me most, why I can't give it a higher score than I want to once we get to that, is I think this movie is great on it fires on all cylinders.
Oh yeah, it's nonstop. Important things are happening every minute.
Yeah, honestly, if you don't pay attention to this movie,
shit and piss before you see this movie.
If you don't really pay attention to this movie, you're not gonna get as much out of it as you I would like you to, because it's a lot of things. Even your first time around, you're not gonna see until your second time.
Probably.
There's some stuff that I saw broken down on YouTube, and I saw with my own eyes. I'm holy shit.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about those, which there's a couple of scenes in particular that are amazing.
Yeah.
Setup.
So keep continue.
I was gonna say the Riddler stuff. I do think he's an influence throughout the entire movie, but I think he's not a real presence until
the end, really.
Well,
he's a presence throughout, but
there's something missing.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it either.
I don't know if there's a scene missing, or if there's just something you could add to make the Riddler without ruining the mystery and just the overall plot.
Yeah.
If there's something you could add to make the Riddler there's just something missing from him as a character, and I don't know what it is.
I don't know either. I agree though. Again, he's a great villain, I think, but I wanted a little more of him.
Yeah.
A little more character from him. There's a little bit. There's a decent amount. A little more though.
It might be because. No, I'm not gonna say it because that's kind of spoilers.
Yeah, we'll get into it. Nate, what do you think? What is your score for The Batman 2022?
I really enjoyed this. I watched it twice in one weekend.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And I really, really enjoyed it the first time, and I sat on it, and for about a day, I didn't like it as much, but then the more I thought about it, more things clicked, and for a while I was sitting on an 8, but I think I'm sitting on a 9.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. See, I think I'm sitting on an 8.5.
I can see that.
Because, like, again, like, I feel like Alfred and the Riddler could have had a little more.
Yeah. See,
and like, the characters they got right, great. I think most of the characters are pretty good. And most of them have a purpose throughout the whole movie, but...
Yeah, I think...
I wish they gave, especially Alfred. Riddler, he had a lot, but Alfred got, like, the short end of the stick.
Yeah,
Stink.
Stink.
I felt. At least I felt. And that's what's holding me back from giving it a 9, I think.
Yeah, I can't talk about the stuff that's holding me back until spoilers, because I've got a specific list in my head currently. I didn't really write it down.
Oh, damn.
That, like, if they did these things, I think it would be a near, like, perfect rendition of what they were trying to go for. And I think that's what can make a 10 out of 10 movie, is like if they perfectly do what they wanted to set out to do, kind of thing.
Yeah, the movie is really long too, so I feel like if you gave it any more time, it would have dragged out at that point.
That's the hard part. Is like, I was also thinking through both times, what would I take out? And honestly,
I don't think you could take out anything.
The closest I got was on some shots is like maybe shortening it, and maybe you would change it by 5 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
Total.
I actually don't think you. Like, it was a perfect length.
It was really well.
And like
well
the
done.
problem with trying to flesh out the Alfred and Riddler is it would just drag out at that point, and that sucks. You ready for spoilers, Nate?
I'm ready for spoilers.
Spoiler claps.
Okay, so here's something that's gonna blow your mind, and I love this.
Nirvana.
I love stuff like this. So early on in the movie, the first time we go to the Iceberg Lounge, so like, okay, I'm gonna spoil the ending. So real spoilers here. Don't go past here. This is actual spoilers. So, in the end, when we find out the Riddler is staying across from the Iceberg Lounge, I watched this video that broke it down, and there's a shot, and like I don't know if you saw me pointing my head in a specific spot, but it's a big wide shot of the train.
Yeah.
There's a hotel on the left, and then the Iceberg Lounge kind of in the right corner.
Yeah.
In the top left, you see this little figure.
Oh, that's cool.
And like you don't know it the first time, you don't know what you're looking at, but you can see like the gun or a telescope. You can see Riddler, kind of the outline.
Oh, that's fucking.
You can see him right there.
That's fucking cool.
And then there's the Iceberg Lounge, and then it cuts and it sets up. It's great geography if you really pay attention. When you get down to the Iceberg Lounge, and like when you're looking at it, if you were in real life, towards the left, there's this green hotel sign.
Yeah.
Which is like green Riddler.
Uh-huh.
That's where he's staying at. That's where his apartment at. And then to the right, where they find him, is this little diner. Yeah. And like you don't realize, like you don't put the pieces together until you've seen it. But I love geography in movies like that where like it makes perfect sense and like you can see it with your own eyes and it feels more real.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they could have had that diner down the street, but I just think having on that one place and like you really put the puzzles together, the pieces together towards the end.
That's cool.
And like when you rewatch it,
that's freaking cool.
And like you can also see that light that Falcone was shot under.
Yeah.
You can see it every time they go to the Iceberg Lounge. You can see it flickering.
That's awesome.
It's just
that's fucking
great
cool.
Details.
That is fucking cool. Wow. So, and then that's where he dies.
Yeah, and it's
right under the light because one of the riddles was find the rat and put him under the light.
Yeah, and also like with the carpet tucker, that part.
Yeah.
If I love when the Riddler, he's like, I gave you too much credit. He's talking about how he thought Batman grew up poor like him.
Yeah.
And like, if he was, I guess not poor, but if he was from like not wealthy, he would know what a carpet tucker was. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't know what it was.
So. But like, then he would have found out his plan much sooner, and then maybe he would have
stopped.
The conversation with him and Riddler would have gone differently.
Because what the Riddler did was he placed bombs all around the city docks,
the seawall.
Seawalls.
Yeah.
And this one is crazy.
It is crazy.
And basically it floods all of Gotham. And
a good majority, yeah.
Yes, most of it. Sorry, not like the middle part, but like most of the outskirts of Gotham done. They're donezo for a bit. And like if in the Riddler, I like this too, and I just thought of this. He dragged out that conversation. Remember when he said Bruce Wayne and how he always just
that I paid real close attention to that scene this time around, because the first time around I thought he figured out that Batman was Bruce Wayne.
No, he was just dragging it out.
He was dragging it out, and like
because that was his victim, who's his last victim, and he didn't get him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I caught that this time around, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Because he it seems like he's taunting him at first.
Yeah,
and
right.
Batman, he's real careful. Like,
yeah, he thinks
he
it
doesn't
too.
show what he tells.
Yeah.
And he's like, he was the only one, and Batman kind of relaxes and like, okay, he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Because like also I think Matt Reeves does a great job of suspense where Batman is looking at like the wall in Riddler's thing, and it's like, I know who you really are, and then it's Bruce Wayne, and then like it looks like
he
Riddler
knows
pieced
him.
it together, but it's really just like papers in the right spot or something.
Yeah.
And then like Gordon, he gets a phone call and he looks over at Batman.
Yeah, he's
weird,
like, oh,
almost like he got a call from somebody. He's like, oh shit, does he know?
Yeah.
And then before Batman leaves to go talk to Riddler, he tells Gordon, like, because he doesn't know like what's gonna happen.
Because he's like, maybe it's time the Batman is gone.
Yeah.
Because he thinks it's done.
Yeah, but he makes sure to tell Gordon, it's like, you're a good cop.
Yeah.
Which I think that was done really well. He didn't have to do that entire scene. That wasn't necessary, but I'm glad he did it. I think it was really good.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. The directing in this movie in general.
Oh yeah, the
mint. It's great.
The cinematography is beautiful.
Oh, it's so good.
I love it's just great. I love rainy stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh, it rains like 80% of the movie.
Yeah,
if you love rain, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, it's basically night all the time.
Yeah.
I was told 95% going in. It's basically 100%.
Yeah, there's the 5% like towards the end.
Well, not even, because it's like sunrise, so it's like still kind of dark.
I guess, but you can see it a little bit better. You know? Which it makes sense again because it's Batman. He's nocturnal, and you were talking about it earlier. Like,
oh yeah,
Bruce Wayne would wear sunglasses during the day because the Wayne Manor is like dark as fuck. And, like, he's always in the Batcave, which is a cave, so it's dark as fuck.
I like that it's not this commissioned, like, underground project.
No, it's just, like...
It's like an abandoned subway tunnel.
Yeah, it looks really fucking... But it looks really cool, I think.
Yeah. And it makes sense, because, like, I don't know, I guess the Waynes owned that part of the tunnel. It got decommissioned, and now nobody's going to go down there, so he's like, hey, I'll just use this as my little secret headquarters thing.
Yeah, it really
I'll listen to Nirvana down here.
Yeah, I'll jam out some Nevermind down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. And, yeah, you're right, little details. That's crazy. And that's awesome. I also... Robert Pattinson. Let's get specific characters. Robert Pattinson is a great Batman.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
He's great Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Why don't we start in the beginning scene?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite Batman scenes now, is where he's... Like, it's like... You don't see... Like, where he's...
is it when the Riddler kills
No, it's the fear scene where it's like a montage of Halloween, and like people are doing bad stuff around the city, and he's monologuing, he's saying about fear and how he has to help the city, but he can't be everywhere, and he has to pick and choose.
Yeah, so that's why he uses the bat signal.
Yeah.
To like strike fear into them, because it's so great. The villains or like the bad guys always look through like dark alleyways, like little doorways, like little tunnels. Yeah. It's great. That is great. Yeah.
And then we finally cut to this one guy that's about to get mugged, and we just get this it's short and sweet, just like most of the action scenes.
Oh, but it's so good.
It's great. I love how calculated but kind of messy he looks.
Oh yeah.
Like he's not.
And you know what? Another great detail. I'm so sorry. Another great detail about this. He gets hit in a lot of the battles.
Yeah.
And that's because he's only 2 years into being Batman.
Yeah, it's like...
I think that's freaking dope. That's like a great detail, too.
It seems to me like where he's... Maybe he's not... Maybe he's mastered what Alfred... It's kind of implied that Alfred taught him this.
Yeah.
And it wasn't ninjas or something this time.
Yeah.
It almost seems like maybe he mastered what Alfred taught him, like the actual lessons.
Yeah.
But maybe he's not good at improvising yet.
Yeah.
And so that's why when like multiple people come at him and like guns start coming out and like he's got his gadgets to save him, and then he's got Catwoman later.
He doesn't really use gadgets though.
He uses his grapple hook a couple times.
Yeah, but like that's just to get away. But like mid battle, he really doesn't use any gadgets.
Yeah, and he does not pull his punches.
No, this guy is he's so aggressive, but it's really good. It's different from like most Batmans because like he's still fucking beating people up, but he's more like pushed back.
Yeah.
I guess laid back. Like fucking like dude, like the first battle, he fucking like he knocks someone down. He's fucking just destroying this man on the ground. And at the end,
well, I noticed that first one. He smacks him around a bit, knocks him on the ground, and like, it's not like later when he takes what we think is the venom.
Yeah.
In the first one, he doesn't go overboard. He does a 2-tap on him, like on his chest or something, to make sure he stays down. But I don't think he does.
No.
But then like when he's actually fighting, I love how calculated but messy he looks. It's great, and I will say it's a little dark.
Yeah.
In the action scenes, but I think it's stylized in a way that it's not bad. Like,
it is dark, but like you could still see what's happening.
Yeah, it's
other than in one particular fight scene that's really short, but like it just looks fucking cool when it's like dark and he's beating people, like dudes up with the gunfire, which is in the trailer. But it looks fucking so cool.
I'm pretty sure the cinematographer is the same one that did the Darth Vader hallway scene.
Oh, really?
So if you can see similarities there.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on it. If you look it up, you might be able to find it. But I think that was great. I think maybe they could have done a little bit more of the Batman fight scenes, but I think for what we got and the type of story that they're telling, they're not trying to go overboard, and like it's not. This isn't like
this is not Dark Knight or Batman Begins with the action where it's like.
I mean, even Dark Knight didn't really have that much action, but it's
sure. But okay, let's say Batman Begins because they had like action scenes. I thought a lot.
Maybe I haven't watched that movie in a while.
Neither have I, but I do remember a lot of it was just long.
It's good. It's always short and sweet. It's not dragged out.
The longest fight scene, if you want to call it that, is when he's chasing the Penguin. But that's not a fight scene. That's a chase scene.
Oh, let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
The Batmobile, I was a little hesitant on going into this because it just looks like a car.
That was the first thing that released about the movie, and I thought it looked fucking wicked from the start.
See, I was a little hesitant on it because like it just looks like a souped up car.
Yeah.
But then like it's just. If you watch this in IMAX, I'm unfortunately you didn't, and maybe you should. Maybe you should go with Emily or something.
Maybe.
I swear to God, it feels like a fucking wind turbine when that thing kicks on. It's nuts.
Like how the wind was for a little second.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, it's crazy. I remember me and my brother looking like back and forth at each other, like holy shit, holy fuck, it's crazy.
That's awesome.
And then you get the awesome shot that they kind of spoiled in the trailer where
they spoiled a lot of the really good shots.
They did. It's kind of unfortunate, but you gotta market a movie.
But it's whatever. There's still a lot of good shots even without the best ones.
That might be one of my favorite shots of Batman, honestly.
Oh yeah, dude,
it's so cool.
Explosion of his car coming out with a little fire on the wheel still going.
Apparently that was mostly practical, like jumping that car through the fire.
That's fucking crazy.
It is kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
And Penguin somehow doesn't fucking die from that car crash. That thing was
Batman
crazy.
Rams the fuck out of his car and he flips fucking like Johnny Knoxville getting hit by a bull, dude.
It's bad. It was a really bad flip.
Yeah. It's fucking nuts. And also, Oswald, the Penguin.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually prefer him not getting like shown as much because they're definitely teasing him to be one of the villains in a sequel.
Yeah, well, they have the spin-off series.
They have that too, yeah.
Like the Penguin focused spin-off series.
I'm sure they'll have that like as, they're teasing that to be into the second movie or something.
Yeah, maybe he'll be. I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of stuff teased in this movie.
Yeah, which is good, I think. But like, also don't over tease it. You know what I mean?
I think it's done really well here because it's like little things if you didn't know Batman lore you wouldn't notice.
That's true.
Like the Venom, like it's almost very clearly Venom.
Yeah, it's
from
green.
Stuff.
It's straight up green.
Yeah, like my brother who didn't really know about it. Like he knows of Bane, he watched Rises, but he didn't know that's what it was called and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was called either. I just called it Bane juice, to be honest.
Yeah, he thought it was just adrenaline. So like, you could keep it as that. You could just say it's adrenaline.
Yeah.
Or you could expand on it, and like there's also a ton of other things. Like there's like signs to Bloodhaven. You could do Robin and Nightwing.
That'd be cool.
And like, Robert Pattinson really wants to do Robin, so that'd be awesome.
He wants to be Robin?
No, he wants to do something with Robin.
Oh, okay. I think they teased it. I really think they teased it in this movie.
Yeah,
with that kid, like, and his dad getting fucked by the Riddler. I think that was what they were doing.
I'm on a really strong stance that I think it's just setting up the idea. I don't think it's actually going to be that kid.
Right. Oh, yeah, maybe they're, like, setting up the fact that, he wants to take a kid under his wing.
Yeah, and he feels bad for him, and eventually he's like, I will care for one, Like, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, sure.
And, like, he'll fuck it up because that's all Robin
does. Robin's just there to die.
Depends on
I guess it depends on the Robin. The Tim Drake one? Yeah, he's done. He might as well be done.
No,
No, I think it's Tim Drake, the one that dies.
No, it's,
Or is that the newer one?
Fuck. There's Dick, Tim... Damien.
I swear it might be Damien. I swear it's Damien or Tim.
It's the one that turned into Red Hood. I can't remember.
I can't remember either. Whatever. I think it's Damien or Tim. If anyone wants to comment about it. If anyone wants to comment about it, that'd be dope, but I don't know.
Fuck. No, there's another one. Yeah, comment when we're forgetting.
I can't remember.
I'm trying to remember.
It's either Tim or Damien. I'll look it up after. But
yeah.
Yeah, I think they're teasing like that.
Which would be cool.
It would be
really cool.
It would be cool. What did you think of Catwoman?
Catwoman was alright. I liked her story. I liked how it intersected with Bruce's stuff. I've heard some people that they don't like Selina's story and felt it was needed.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was good. I think with Batman, you kind of need to, like, Batman's not gonna die.
No.
And you can.
To be honest, I thought he was gonna fucking die a couple times because I know, right?
Windy.
It's quite the windy one out there.
But I think you need to have your main character and then you need to have your side characters and you need to care about them. Mm-hmm. And I think through this story I cared about her and where she ended up, and maybe they're gonna set up some kind of I said I think they're trying to make us care for her, so for her to come back in less of a anti-hero way.
Yeah, because she's very anti-hero here.
Yeah, maybe she'll come back with the Sirens, or maybe she'll work for Penguin, or
I think she'll work
something or other.
I think Penguin will bribe her with money or some sort, and then
maybe she didn't really give an opinion on Penguin. She hated Falcone obviously because she tried to kill him.
Because also that's her dad.
Yeah, which I guess is in the comics. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. But that's cool. It's a cool little thing that happened. I'm like, oh wow. I see why she hates him now.
Yeah.
And that's why. And that scene where she's in the, she's infiltrating the, not the iceberg, the other club, the club within the club, as she calls it.
Yeah, the 44 Below is what.
44 Below. Yeah, that's what. Great name, by the way.
Yeah.
Because it's cold.
Yeah.
And then that makes sense when Falcone's like, oh hey,
don't be a stranger.
Yeah.
But
also,
he says at the end he didn't know who she was. She had to explain who she was. So
that's true, and she went in with the same wig. Oh, you know what? That's why she wore the same wig at the end. That just connected. But why would he know her in the beginning?
I guess.
Huh?
I don't know. It's kind of weird. I feel like we missed something.
Maybe
because there's I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Well, maybe we'll have to watch it one more day. I don't know.
What else you got?
I like Catwoman. She's great. I thought she was really good. I don't know who the actress was.
Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, she was great. I thought she was a really good character.
Yeah.
I hope they do maybe expand on her a little more.
Maybe.
I really do hope she returns because she was pretty good in this role, I thought. I'm like, you know what? Halle Berry couldn't even do this.
Okay.
Shout out to Halle Berry, but...
here's something. What did you think of Gordon?
Oh, yeah, I liked his character a lot.
I liked him.
Yeah, it's he's treated it in this. First of all, he's shown he's one of the main characters.
He's very in the forefront.
Yeah, in other movies, he's basically a supporting cast type. But he's basically the Robin to Batman right now. In a way.
Kind of. It's more of a partnership than that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Because it's really interesting because their arc through this is Gordon knows Batman, and but he doesn't trust him yet.
Yeah, because he doesn't know his identity and everything. They talk about it even after 2 years of working with each other, I guess.
Yeah, and it's really interesting that by the end, Gordon trusts Batman more than his own guys because of what he's seen and how corrupt Gotham really can be.
Yeah, because Falcone, he basically is pulls the strings at the GCPD.
Yeah, like it's like he basically everybody's corrupt, and Gordon literally says the only person I trust is you. So that's a really interesting character arc, and like maybe you shouldn't trust a guy. Like we trust him because he's Batman. We know he's good, but maybe you shouldn't trust a guy in a bat suit.
Well, I mean, they've been working for 2 years. I feel like at least a year point, you're like, okay,
maybe for 2 years. We don't know how long they've been working together.
I think he says
he did say it.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, he says it.
Said it worked. Yeah, he said like
almost 2 years, maybe. I think.
Yeah, I still don't know who you are.
Yeah.
So I guess, but
also I love that Batman is very, in every comic, in like any Batman, he's like this, but like he's really protective about his identity in this.
Yeah.
They like when Batman gets knocked out because the Riddler. It's that scene right where the Riddler makes one of the people he tortured basically and who dies at the end of it.
Yeah.
Run in like he explodes. The dude explodes that the Riddler captures and shit.
Yeah, and Batman gets knocked out.
And then like he's gaining consciousness, and one of the cops is like, "Bro, I want to take off that fucking mask."
Mask him, see who this guy is.
And then he's like, "I'm doing it," and he grabs his mask, but he's like, "Fuck you, dude."
Yeah, and then there's like a little scuffle.
Yeah, which is a great scene because I love that Gordon slams him. I think that's really cool. That like Gordon's not afraid to fucking be like,
yeah,
stop.
It kind of shows like Batman will show restraint towards Gordon because he knows Gordon's good.
Yeah.
So he'll listen to his voice of reason.
Yeah, he didn't even punch him at all when he did that.
Yeah.
It's really
cool.
I mean,
he did punch him. But,
but that was that was Gordon's plan.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't blame Batman. It's what he was just doing what he was told.
And he's like, "Oh, you could have pulled your punch."
Yeah, which I thought was great. Yeah, I know that was pretty funny. I thought. And I'm trying to think. Carmen Falcone's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the reason we find out. We speculate. We're pretty sure. And do they confirm that he's the reason that the Waynes die?
It's left up in the air.
Oh, it's still okay.
Like it's probably him, but then Alfred is like, it might have been just some random guy.
He doesn't know. Yeah.
Like it would have been a coincidence, but like we can't know for sure, and we probably will never know for sure.
Yeah, because he's dead. Carmen Falcone gets shot.
Yeah.
By the Riddler, which is like good riddance, but also like a lot of unanswered questions there because he's a mob boss, and they keep their little mouths shut.
I mean, maybe there's a confession out there somewhere of him because he was a rat.
Yeah, maybe he was a rat.
Maybe there's tape or something.
Mm-hmm. The Riddler. Let's talk about some of the puzzles he does.
I don't remember most of them.
I
like the actual like word puzzles.
I don't remember a lot of them either. Like, what does a dead man do when he lies down? He lies still.
That's the one I do remember. It's fuck. I thought it did. It's like when. What does a
corrupt?
What does a dead liar?
Yes,
do?
That's right. What does a dead liar do when he's?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I'm not.
What does a dead liar do when he's dead? I'm pretty sure, and he lies still. Clever. It's really clever. I think. I'm like, that's crazy. And then he has another one, which I think I touched upon earlier, which was fuck, I can't remember it.
The bomb?
Not the bomb one. I can't remember.
Rat.
The rat one. That's right. I thought that was really clever too.
Yeah.
It's like, oh wow, because like they find a maze for rats.
Yeah, it's like
that's where they find it. Yeah, that's where they find it. And I'm like, that's cool as fuck. And I don't know. Can we talk about the end? The end. Like the talk that Riddler has till the end, basically, because a lot of the climax is there.
Like the clown guy talk?
The clown guy.
Is that what you're talking about?
Who's the clown guy?
We kind of already talked about like Riddler, and at least I thought we did, where Riddler kind of thinks that Batman is like his friend.
Yeah,
like
we didn't talk about that. We talked about how we thought he was Bruce Wayne.
Oh yeah, we were close to it. Mm-hmm. So like Riddler thinks that Batman, since he's like solving all these riddles, that he's following along with Riddler's plan. And he's working with him when really he's working against him.
Yes. And
I think that's really cool and just different. And then like Batman, he calls him a psychopath, and he calls him out, and Riddler has a hissy fit, basically.
Yeah, he sounds like a fucking brat.
Yeah.
Like a fucking kid that didn't get candy at the fucking store.
Yeah, and then like it's great because it's interesting how like Riddler to me kind of won because he destroyed a lot of Gotham and like they have to do a lot to rebuild, and like he won for now. But Riddler doesn't feel like he won because also like he's not gonna get recognition like he wanted.
Yeah.
And that's like a huge thing with Riddler.
Because he's always been shut out.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, and that's like
because he was an orphan. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's an orphan. He was a choir boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he was singing that choir song.
Yeah, which was funny.
Yeah.
Which I thought was funny, but it was also like, yeah, that guy's fucking screwed in the head.
Yeah.
You know? Which was cool, I thought.
Then he talks to a clowny boy?
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Joaquin Phoenix, I think, was in this movie.
That's something.
That was something. They're teasing it, definitely.
Matt Reeves said that you shouldn't expect him in sequels, but we'll see. I think it's.
I feel like you wouldn't have him in the first movie at the end, though. If you're like, oh, don't expect him. It's like, okay, well now we're gonna, because he was a big tease at the end, you know.
I don't know. They tease a lot of stuff with this movie.
Yeah, they also tease the fact that Riddler's gonna get his comeback because Joker's like, God, everyone loves a comeback story. And he's like, okay, maybe he will be a villain again. Yeah. They could do another sequel with the Riddler, although at the same time, I wish they would just do another villain. But like again, if they do the Riddler again, I don't care. He was pretty good in this movie.
Well, there's
menacing and everything.
Well, there's gonna be like an Arkham Asylum type of series, and that's where they're being held as Arkham. So they could pop up there. That could be where their story continues.
That's true. Maybe that'll come out after the second one. After the second Batman, because they apparently they're planned out a trilogy. You were saying.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah, so maybe that'll be in between the second and third Batman movie. You know.
Or I was imagining if like it takes like 2 to 3 years to make another movie.
Yeah.
If they want to have these shows out, I can imagine them both being out at least the first season. Or
yeah.
Coming out before the next one.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you could do a second season where you see the Joaquin Phoenix from the movie Joaquin Phoenix.
I don't think they'll bring it that. I think Matt Reeves is really strong, and this is just his universe. He didn't want to do the DC.
Oh yeah, I know. I was making a Joaquin Phoenix joke. You know, I'm avoiding saying the J word.
You can say Joker.
Who?
The music's really good at this.
Yeah, soundtrack wise it is good, but also you showed me the main theme of this movie.
Yeah,
it's built.
It's
up.
killer.
It's really killer. Yeah.
It's so gothic. It's so just.
It fits the movie. You know what I mean?
It's amazing.
And it's like it gives you fear, which is the fucking
because it builds up and like
you're getting scared. You're like getting tense.
It's like your anxiety getting up and like it's great.
Yeah.
And Michael Giacchino doesn't get enough praise for what he does usually. Mm-hmm. And I think this is going to be like, I hope this really. He's been around. He's done a ton of stuff.
Right.
But I think this is going to be something that really puts him apart, and like put him on like a higher pedestal.
I do think that I think this new Batman theme might become like the new like Batman theme. You know, because that.
Yeah.
It's killer, like you said. It is killer. Like it is really good.
I don't think it's gonna be hard to beat the nostalgia of the Danny Elfman theme
of the Lego Batman, the video game.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's gonna be really hard to beat that one.
It is really good. But it's a really good piece.
It's going for a different kind of feel. Like the Danny Elfman one is really
heroic and triumphant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and this one is like
dark,
foreboding, dark,
fearful.
Yeah, fear.
Holy mother! Jesus Christ! Judas Priest. Anyway,
it's great. I really hope that he stays on for the next few movies so they could keep using that theme and maybe build onto it and use motifs from it.
Yeah, I think they will. And you know you've used your notes a little bit, but I will say you were not using them like a lot like you used to. I think it's interesting though. You gotta look for things we haven't talked about.
Yeah.
I think we touched a lot of like the important things. I feel. I guess we could talk about Bruce Wayne more. Because we talked about Batman.
Yeah, okay. Right? So I think it's one and the same, and I feel like people split it too much.
Yeah.
So there's not a whole lot of Bruce in this. There's a little bit.
There's like maybe 25% of Bruce in the movie.
I feel like it's even less. Like, honestly, usually we get a strong hard line of what, like, Bruce is out in the world and what kind of mask he's wearing there, and then we got the mask of Batman. But I feel like Matt Reeves really went, like, real, and, like, if somebody's gonna dress up like a bat and be a vigilante and be rich and be traumatized from his parents being killed in front of him, Which we didn't mention. We didn't see that at all.
Yeah, that's a spoiler. Bruce Wayne's parents die.
Well, we
Well,
didn't
they didn't talk about it, which I like.
Yeah.
Because, like, obviously you're going to fucking know what happened.
Yeah.
It's like a tale as old as time. Kind of like how Ben Parker dies.
Yeah, it's like in
know?
Spider-Man Homecoming where they didn't talk about it, which is kind of interesting.
They kind of bring it up at some point, but it's like a kind of like a blink and you'll miss it type of thing.
Yeah, but with that, I think it's interesting how Matt Reeves made it. Oh fuck!
Jesus, dude, this wind is killer.
But he really took it and like tried to put it in just like the real world where if you're gonna have these things happen to you, what kind of person are you actually gonna be? You're not just gonna be this. Oh yeah, in the real world, as a mask, I'm gonna be a goofy, silly, fledged this asshole like Christian Bale's was.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like his Bruce Wayne, like it was
Yeah.
like it was to make it seem like they wouldn't
I think
look at him as like possible Batman.
right. I like that there's more Batman. I feel like there's not enough Batman in some of the movies, like prior to this one. And I do like it was more Batman heavy than Bruce Wayne heavy. Although we got a decent amount of Bruce Wayne, we already have enough character about him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you don't really need to show him. We all know he's a fucking broken dude who's just trying to make life, better for Gotham and everything. So it's like you show more of a Batman side.
Well, see, I feel like every time like you show Batman in this, you're really showing Bruce too.
Yeah, it's true.
Because there's like things like he's
emo. Batman's emo.
Well, it's hard to explain. Okay, Gordon, for example, when he's working with Batman, he tries to joke a little bit, but Batman takes it
never fucking
dead serious.
Yeah.
And it just kind of shows how Bruce, he's taking this dead seriously because he has to, because he thinks he has to.
Yeah.
To make a difference, because if he doesn't take it dead seriously, then mistakes could be made, people could die. And like it happens, like during the chase scene, lots of people probably die. They don't really talk about it.
Yeah.
And so like Bruce kind of, he has to put on this Batman voice. He has to put on this face and mask. When in reality, like he's this really broken and scarred like character.
Yeah. Like
Selena kind of almost gets to it.
Yeah, she comes the closest to the identity.
And it's
other than maybe Riddler.
It's like when you try to imagine every time Batman is around and you just imagine Bruce, it really adds a layer to like his character.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they cut it off that, oh, you see his face, he's Bruce. You don't, he's Batman. Different characters.
Yeah, they're very different.
When in reality, it's super obvious stuff, but you don't really think about it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because like, Bruce Wayne never goes out. Batman's always out at night.
Like it's
like certain things like that.
It's hard to describe, but once you watch it like that, it really adds like a whole new thing to it, and I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
And like I've heard people critique it.
Good job.
That there's just not enough Bruce Wayne. And I disagree with that. I think if you're, it's just how you're looking at it.
Yeah, I feel like we've gotten too much Bruce Wayne. Even if you use that argument, it's like get a little more Batman. It's cool. He's fucking cool. And he's fucking cool in this movie.
That's all I have on my notes.
Yeah. That's about all I got, really. I'm trying to think of anything important.
I really enjoyed the movie.
I enjoyed, great movie. Great movie. I can't wait for it to be on HBO Max.
I think
that's where it's going. DC is on that.
I don't think they announced it, but it's probably gonna be in June, probably.
Maybe May.
I think I'll probably get it on Blu-ray. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. 9 out of 10.
I gave it an 8.5.
Did you? Do you want to do the next segment?
What?
Do you have any? So Sideflicks.
I forgot about that. I actually do have a side flick to talk about.
I have something.
Well, it's
two things. One quick
really
thing.
a flick.
One long thing.
Sorry, it's not a flick.
That's fine.
It's a video game. if you could believe it.
Okay.
I've been to get hyped for Batman. I've been playing Arkham Asylum.
No
Batman,
kidding.
Yeah, Batman Arkham
I
Asylum.
got something for you.
Really?
I started playing that again last night.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding.
I played it 2 days in a row.
What the fuck?
That's fucking nuts. I thought about, because I have the Return to Arkham collection.
Yeah.
I have them downloaded. I have all 3 games downloaded. 4.
Yeah, that's 4.
Actually, no, I don't even count that one. I hate that game. I don't like Arkham Origins.
I heard it's good.
It's alright. Look, all of them are good, I think, but I don't have Arkham Origins. Sue me. But I have those 3 games. I've been playing Arkham City. Great game. Oh, that's such a good game. And it's so cool they have the original, like, animated series actors.
Yeah.
Like, that's so cool to me.
It is
right?
super cool.
It's like, Mark Hamill's Joker. So iconic. Boom, right there.
Kevin Conroy's Batman.
So iconic. Such a great voice for a Batman, you know? And all the other, not inmates.
Tara Strong is Harley Quinn.
That's great, too.
Yeah.
She's great. She's absolutely fantastic. All of them are great. The Riddler's really good, too. The people narc on the Riddler trophies. I think in Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, they're not that bad. But, like, it does get a little weird with Arkham Knight.
Okay.
I think there's a lot. There's, like, 500 trophies.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I've 200% completed that game. And it took way too fucking long.
Oh.
Like, in these games, it's like 150-ish, maybe 200. So it's doable.
I think it's 240 for Arkham Asylum.
Yeah? Oh, I've 100% completed all of the games. I love those games.
See, I don't think I've completed any of them.
Yeah.
I started with Arkham City. I got it a long time ago when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And like I played a good portion of it. I played Arkham Knight, but I don't think I ever finished it.
Yeah.
And then Arkham Asylum I've dabbled in, but I've never really gotten like a good distance into.
Is it because like it's kind of a more linear game? Like it's not as big?
I've never just played them, I guess.
Really?
Like really.
I prefer out of all 3 Arkham Knight, personally. Only because, there's a lot of Riddler trophies, but I do enjoy doing them. Like, I think they're really cool. Some of the riddles are clever and everything.
Yeah.
But, like, I just enjoy doing them, too, and the story is kind of but, like, I love the combat, and that's what I play those games for. And the combat's the best it is in Arkham Knight, so.
Yeah, from memory, like, Arkham Asylum is, like, really basic in its combat.
Yep, no, it's, like, the same as every other one, but, like, it's bare bone. It's bare bone. I know what you mean. Like, there's a lot more combos and, like, takedowns you could do in Arkham City.
It's still good. I really enjoy it. I love the atmosphere of the games.
Yeah, they're all great. Yeah, and like the Return to Arkham thing, they're great remasters. I think, and I hope they do more games. But like, it doesn't look like it. It's been a while.
Well, they
were supposed to do.
The Suicide Squad game is in the same universe.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard they were doing a Superman one. That never really came out. Never really went anywhere.
I didn't hear about that. I always heard that like. People wanted it, but I've never heard of it being
development. They did a thing, but like they never really did it. I hope Rocksteady does more because they clearly are very talented at what they do.
The Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game. So
when's that coming out? I didn't even hear about that.
It was supposed to come out this year, but it got delayed to next year.
Hope that's good. That's probably gonna be good.
It looks interesting.
I'll have to look at a trailer.
It could be good, could be bad.
Yeah.
Games are
games.
Yeah.
Could be good or could be bad.
Like I think either this month or next month. I guess it might already be out, or it might be coming out by the time that this comes out.
Yeah, right.
That entire just mess of a sentence mixed out.
Yeah.
Star Wars, the Lego Skywalker saga.
Oh, finally?
Yes. Finally.
I remember like half a year ago, you were like, "Oh, dude, I'm so excited for this."
I've been excited for it since I was born.
Yeah.
It feels like, man.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I'm hyped for it too. Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you've been watching? I haven't really been watching. You know what? I actually do have something.
Oh, you do have something.
I do have something for once. Emily, for some reason, got me into this show.
Yeah.
It's long as fuck, and I honestly don't remember it. It's on Netflix. It's like the woman in the window and the fucking poopy, stinky shit. And, like, I finished it yesterday because I was watching it with Emily because, like, I'm not going to be interested in it.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of dumb. It's like a dark comedy
Isn't it like a parody show or something?
It's kind of a dark comedy / like mystery thing. It could be a parody show with some of the things that happen in it. I can't fucking tell.
See, the title makes me think it's a parody show because the woman in the window is a bad movie from last year.
I don't remember. It's got Christian Bale in it.
It's got Christian Bale? Really? Okay.
Yeah, she's in it. Anna herself.
Oh, Kristen Bell, not Christian Bale.
No, not Christian Bale. Christian Bell.
Okay.
Anna's in it, and like, it's so fucking bizarre, weird, and bad. If I'm being honest, the first 4 episodes, there's 8 episodes, are pretty bizarre, but like you're kind of interested. But like once like a big character comes out in the 5th episode, it just goes downhill from there.
Okay.
And like it's terrible. Like do you want me to spoil it for you?
Yeah, you can. That's fine.
So the story is basically, this woman has like trauma because her daughter died in like the rain, so she doesn't like rain. Okay. And one day she goes in the rain to get casserole, and it rains just from out of nowhere. It's fucking stupid, but I think that's a point with it. It's really a bizarre show, and like it rains all of a sudden. She's like and crawls, and like the neighbor, like puts her in his house, and he's like, oh dude, he's British, I think. He's like, oh dude, oi oi oi, and like she's really attracted to him.
Okay.
Right, but like. She wants to get with him, but he's dating this girl. This girl. And, like, she gets jealous of her.
Okay.
And basically, she sees in her window while drinking. She's also an alcoholic, Christian Bell. Okay. And also takes pills because she's kind of crazy.
Gotcha.
And she, like, looks out the window. She's like, oh. And she sees the girl next to it. It's like, oh.
Okay.
The father's got to be the killer. Right? Like, the girl's... The girl.
Okay, this is funny, but I gotta admit, this is a fucking mess.
I don't care.
I don't know what's going on.
This is very reminiscent of our first podcast.
Right.
Hang on. It gets good.
All right, wrap it up.
I will.
Wrap it up.
So basically, fucking this girl that works with the dude neighbor.
Yeah.
He works. The girlfriend works with this dude who like scam people on money.
Okay.
And like he goes to Christian Bell.
Yes.
And is like, oh dude, she faked her death, dude. There's something happened. She hasn't texted me. She's dead and just mangled for some reason.
Okay, I'm gonna cut you off.
And here's I'm gonna cut you off. You want to know the spoil? You want to hear the big twist?
It was all a dream.
No. Even better. The neighbor, the dude, has a daughter who's the killer. Who's also 8 years old. There you go.
Fucking mess, whatever, man.
Dude, that show's a mess. I recommend it, to be honest.
Okay.
Just for the bizarreness, and it's like they're like, each episode's like 26 minutes.
Maybe.
You know, it's not long.
I don't know. I watched a really dumb thing, The Ringer.
Oh God, yeah?
You ever seen that?
I've heard of it.
Johnny Knoxville, he tries to rig the Special Olympics.
Oh no, I haven't heard of that.
It's really messed up.
Oh, that sounds it.
It's got some funny moments, but like, it's really messed up.
When did it come out?
I don't remember.
Holy fuck.
Mid-2000s.
Yeah.
See, the thing about it is like it knows it's really bad, and it tries to be like earnest and like, yeah, this is wrong. I shouldn't be doing this.
But like you're doing it.
But then they're still making the movie. They're still doing it. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. So. See, you're going to see what you're doing is like you watch Jackass Forever. So you want to see what Johnny Knoxville did. Everything else other than Jackass is terrible from what I've heard.
No, I've seen The Ringer before.
Oh, you have?
I just saw it on like HBO Max and I'm like.
Oh, it's on HBO Max?
I think so.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, well. I think that's about it.
Yeah, that's all I got.
That's the show.
Yeah. So what have we learned today, Nate?
Learned today, don't make fun of disabled people. Don't be an ableist.
Yeah. Very true.
Don't be a racist because of Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Don't kill people because of Riddler.
Yeah. And listen to Nirvana.
And listen to Nirvana if you want to be Batman.
Yeah, you'll be Batman right away if you place something in the way.
Oh, and don't be a woman and don't look out a window.
Yeah, please. Because you might see someone die.
Yes. So, thank you guys so much for listening. We enjoyed your time.
I enjoy you. I enjoy your company.
Yeah, we enjoy your company.
Yeah.
Even though it's fucking windy.
Yeah, it's been windy as fuck. We're really sorry. Hopefully it doesn't mess up. I don't think it will.
I hope not.
It'll probably cut through a little bit, but I think it might add to some ambience.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Hopefully, yeah.
Check out our socials. Gavin is Sipe Gavin on Instagram.
Yes, I am.
I am nsaxon2233 on Letterboxd.
Mm-hmm.
You can check out those links in the description.
Yeah, please.
You can check out more of our videos on our YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
the Gavin and Nate Show.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this on YouTube, you can check us out on Spotify for easier listening. You can check us out on maybe Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts.
We'll never know.
Flickr.
Flickr.
Stitcher.
Stitcher.
There
it is.
Basically, there's tons of platforms that you can probably find us on.
Yeah, maybe Pandora. I don't fucking know.
MP3 or YouTube to MP3. You can probably do that.
Yeah. We're on cassette tapes.
You could probably download us to a cassette tape,
Yeah.
VHS tape,
CD.
8-track,
C.
anything.
VHS.
VHS, a vinyl. You could press this on a vinyl if you want.
That'd be really fucking cool.
Yeah, dude, that'd outlast everybody.
Yeah, really.
So,
It would, yeah.
yeah, let us know if you press this into vinyl.
Yeah, please.
I'd love to know that.
We might sell it. Like a vinyl of our podcast, if that's possible.
Yeah, let us know if that's something you want. I feel like that'd be really expensive.
It would be really. We probably won't do it, but that would be funny.
We definitely won't do
it
that.
would be funny as shit, though.
It'd be funny as a bit, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the show.
That's all we got for you.
We'll check you guys out next time.
We'll check you guys out.
What are we talking about?
What are we talking? Sonic? Sonic 2?
It might be Sonic.
It might be Sonic 2.
Hold on. So next time we actually don't have anything planned, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
just like we always do. But the one after that is Sonic. So
yeah, be ready for that.
So just check us out next time and see what we talk about. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be bad.
Yeah,
it'll probably be good.
Yeah,
maybe mediocre.
Probably all right.
We'll see. Yeah, probably all right. All right, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah, see you. Bye. Love you. Bye.